Greetings to my warriors, to my subscribers, to my TGs, to my family, and my friends. What's poppin', family? Peace. Happy self-care, self-love, sacred Sunday, baby. Yes, and yes. How are y'all feeling, Ashe? The kid is coming through with a quick message, quick tarot reading in regards to bonds, connections. We've been spending a lot of time in regards to the winter season, the transformations, the life, death, and rebirth. We're headed towards that rebirth energy. Let nature tell it, we've already been experiencing that, baby. Ashe, that energy has been here. I've been seeing cherry blossoms blossoming. I've been seeing magnolias blossoming. So yeah, that energy of newness, of life, of new beginnings are definitely taking place right now, Ashe, and have been for a while. We've also been talking about, possibilities of new relationships, new endeavors, new careers, new channels, and things like that, like really aligning yourself to your path, stepping in on your path and putting one foot in front of the other and keeping it moving. That energy is definitely a beautiful energy, but it's also a little chaotic, a little confusing. It could be quite painful. We've been going through our healing process. We know that some of us are coming out of the cocoon, and that also causes some pain. That pain and the pain that you're going through, baby, listen, the pain that you're going through is going to help strengthen you. Everything that you're going through right now is to help strengthen you. If you've been working on doing your spells, your rituals, your incantations, going to the crossroads, your petitions, Ashe, giving your offerings, how it is that you've been rocking in regards to the asking of assistance to get what you want, to get to your harvest, your abundance, what you threw out, coming back to the making sure the path is clear, making sure you're in the right path. You definitely want to keep that energy going. Ashe. There's some information that's definitely coming up or coming down, downloads and upgrades, depending on how you look at it, coming to you. And the energy is to encourage you to pay attention. Ashe, you want to make sure that you are reading the fine print. If you have new business opportunities or promotions or transferring, from the States and going abroad, Ashe, maybe this is an opportunity for you to really see the world. You want to make sure that you're paying attention. You're reading the fine print. Ashe, you're not taking anything for granted. Ask as many questions as you can. Do not assume anything. Assumptions makes an ass out of you, they say. You want to make sure that Virgo energy is on the scene, that earth energy from the energy that I've been at the table with. Ashe, 7. So paying attention to the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities. They are stressing to check and double check. Ashe, there is a heeding to making sure that you are trusting your intuition. Y'all know since the beginning of things, baby, we have been working on trust of self, trusting our power, our willpower, trusting our decision capabilities, trusting ourselves to make the best decision for us in that moment. Ashe, being flexible enough to adjust as we go along, as we see fit. Ashe. But it really came through with, you want to make sure that you are paying attention, you're present. Do not get caught up into people's wordplay. Do not allow them to piss on your head and call it rain, baby. Ashe, this is where your third eye is coming through. This is where your heart is coming through. Your mind is coming through. Mind, body, and spirit. That is the alignment. Ashe. And again, it can be quite tough to align yourself, especially when we have to let go of the old and we're not sure of the new. Ashe. So whatever opportunities are coming to you, before you just, go for it, unless you're being instructed to do so, baby, because who am I? I'm not here to tell you what to do or how to do it. I'm just here to give you possibilities and options so you can make the best decision for you. But it's been encouraged to, even if it is your soulmate, even if it is your karmic connection, even if it's your divine mate, Ashe, whatever it is, you want to proceed with caution. Take it slow. Pay attention. Ashe, Ashe, because a message from a while back said that there are double energies that are coming through. The double energies of, yes, your harvest, your mate, your goal, your wish, your desire, your want, your big dream. Because Jupiter has been conjuncting with a lot of things, baby. Ashe. Ashe's been with Venus, getting ready to pop on with Neptune, I'm thinking about. Ashe, take that to your altar. But the abundance energy of it all, Ashe, Ashe. So you want to make sure that you are present and engaging. You're not just going for the first thing smoking, because there is an energy that's coming through that is going to be the proverbial wolf in sheep's clothing. Ashe, Ashe. Listen, somebody need to watch Devil's Advocate, huh? Ayibo bo. Ashe, yo, come through. Let's go ahead and get on into it. Ashe. Thank you. Yeah, see? Seven of Swords. There is energy of taking what's not yours to take, or deception. You know, we always go within before we go without. So just make sure that your ego is not trying to cause you to miss your opportunity. Ashe, Ashe. And like I said, information is coming to light. So if you've been wondering if this is the best option for you, if this is that karmic connection that you've been looking for, again, you want to work with your spirit. You want to trust your intuition. You want to make sure that you are able to ground yourself, be vulnerable with yourself, and allow the truth to come up. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of what you want, to allow the truth to come up. We're not deceiving ourselves. We're not going to shortchange ourselves. We're not going to put ourselves from the frying pan into the fire. That's not what we're trying to do. We're not going to be desperados and, latch ourselves onto the first person that's coming because we don't want to be alone. Baby, listen, we're not trying to, we can do better by our damn self. Ashe, Ashe. If there is a career opportunity coming through, you want to read your contracts. Ashe. If you are an entrepreneur and you're getting sponsors and partners and investors, you definitely want to read the fine print. Don't just be so happy and so elated. Yes, be those things, but don't just be those things. If you have issues with comprehension, and listen, don't feel no ways about it. You have to know your strengths and your weaknesses. If comprehending words in the manner of legal documentation is a challenge for you, and you don't feel comfortable enough to ask all the questions that you need to ask, baby, first of all, that is your root work and shadow work. You want to work that out. Ashe, Ashe. So seeking legal advice, seeking legal counsel. I'm sure every state and every city has a hotline or a toll-free line where you can get legal counsel, free legal counsel. Ashe, Ashe. Get someone to look over the contract. Ask them to explain it in layman terms. Ashe, this is your life, your livelihood. There's going to be so many opportunities coming through that you may feel as though that you're going to be pressed, if you're going to miss your moment. Baby, listen, we've been talking about this is divine time from the beginning. Ashe, Ashe. We just want to make sure that all of our ducks are in a row, all of our I's are dotted, and our T's are crossed, baby. We want to make sure what is it and what ain't it. Ashe, Ashe. And if it doesn't feel right, don't be afraid to walk away. Don't worry about what others have to say in regards to, oh my God, I can't believe you turned that down. I can't believe you walked away from him or her. I can't believe you walked away from them. If it was me, if it was me, if it was me. But it's not you. Ashe, remember that. Ayi Bobo. We have the Six of Pentacles out here. So yeah, this is all about giving and taking. So that new opportunity is definitely on deck here. It is definitely on deck. You've gone through a lot. You've worked hard. This is the reaping of what you've sown, your blood, your sweat, your tears. Ashe, Ashe. And maybe you are the investor. Maybe you are the sponsor. Maybe you are the one that is going to help someone to get their goals and dreams. popping, Ashe, then you want to make sure that you are speaking in a manner in which the people, the person can understand. Ashe, Ashe. I'm hearing you're a very good business person, so this shouldn't be a struggle, but there could be some energy that is surrounding you where you may need to have a little bit more patience. Ashe. Like, you know that you're legit, i.e. Bobo. You know you're not out here trying to scam anyone. So sometimes our ego gets in the way when like, I'm sitting up there trying to help you, and this is how, you're going to ask me all these questions. Baby, let's not do that, okay? You got to remember that this is your wheelhouse. And people are coming to you for your services because this is your wheelhouse. It's not theirs. Ashe. So have some compassion. Have a little bit more patience and a little bit more tolerance. We have to remember that in this day and age, a lot of people have been scammed, hoodwinked, bamboozled, gaslighted, love bombed. Baby, listen. Just have a little bit of patience. Ashe, Ashe. And for those that are on the receiving end, have some gumption, have some courage, have some convictions. Make sure your boundaries are intact. Ashe, speak clearly. Take your time. Ashe, don't be afraid to ask any questions. I.e. Bobo, double check. Ask, can you take it home? Ask if you can, think it over. Ashe, don't have people pressuring you. I.e. Bobo. Ashe, yo. And then here we have the Knight of Swords. See, this is what I'm talking about. Being analytical, being clear-headed. Yes, you're ready for the next phase of your life. Yes, you're ready, to be the star that you were born to be in whatever venue, niche that you have selected, chosen, or agreed to, take. Ashe, Ashe. This is the balancing out. Do not allow the dollar signs to have you blinded in regards to seeing what's real. I.e. Bobo, slow down. Think things through. Like I said, Virgo energy. Virgo rocks with Mercury. And I've been talking about that for a minute now. So a lot of information is coming. And some of it may be fast. Ashe. Papa Legba does rock with Mercury. I.e. Bobo. So talking in riddles. Double talks. Over talks. These are the things. You want to make sure that you understand. You understand the assignment. You're clear. Before you sign your dotted name, do that shadow work. When was the last time you signed your name on a dotted line and it got you fucked over and you just was like, I ain't never doing that again? Remember those. Remember those moments. Those are to help you remember to take your time. Read things through. Ashe, Ashe. So paying attention to the messages that are coming. This is for you to prepare. This is preparation. With the Knight of Sword. See, the sword isn't all the way up, but it isn't all the way down either, baby. It's like, I'm getting ready. Say something. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Some people want to say that there's a fine line between being confident and being cocky, and that very well may be true. But you need to know the energy and the tones and the vibrations that you're setting. You need to know that you're smart. You're very quick with it. Ashe, Ashe, this air energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, i.e. Bobo, being very quick on your feet mentally. People may be trying to psychoanalyze you, Jedi mind game you. You cannot Jedi a Jedi. Ashe. And we're not going to nod our head in agreement when we're feeling no on the inside. Ashe. Ashe. Let's be clear about that. Someone could be trying to give you things to get something even more from you somewhere later down the line. I.e. Bobo. Ooh. Here we have the Six of Feathers. So, and that would be the Six of Swords. So transition and insight. This is definitely acknowledging the transitional period that we're in. Things are starting to heat up. We're about to leave Pisces and go into Aries. So we're leaving that water and we're going into fire. So we put the water on the pot. But, we're putting the water in the pot and putting the pot on the stove. We're turning the stove on right now. Ashe. But the goal is not to allow that pot to boil over. You must watch it. But then an overwatch pot will never boil. Ashe, Ashe, this is where the patience come into play. Having patience. So you are getting some insight. You are getting some insight, some hidden knowledge, some hidden secrets, some hidden wisdom is about to come up and come through. If anyone has been trying to get over on you and you haven't been sure in regards to if that's really what's been happening, you're about to get your confirmation. And don't forget, this is a divine time. So they're about to get what they reap as well. Well, they're about to well, they're about to reap what they've sown as well. This is a karmic time, a karmic energy. So this is karmic relationships. This is not just on the high end of finding your mate, finding your loved one, getting your purpose, finding your path. That is all. That's the beautiful side. But not all of us are on that side, baby. Some of us are about to reap what we've sown. If we've been lying, deceiving, playing, the odds against the middle, we about to get burnt, baby. Ashe, Ashe. So just know, and again, I spoke on revenge as opposed to revenge versus karma. Ashe, Ashe. Have you made your decision in regards to how you're going to handle that? This is a very transformative time. This is a lot of nebulous energy, confusing energy. We're in between elements and signs and moon phases and things like that. So we have, half illumination and half in the shadows. We can see some things, but we can't see some things. And we need to make decisions and we want to have the whole picture, but we're not privy to all of that just yet, as far as we see on the physical. But if you tap into the spiritual, baby, if you tap into your spirit and let that energy come through, yes ma'am, yes sir, Ashe, Ashe. And then here we have the 10 of feathers. So the 10 of swords, again, transformation, recovery, the healing process of it all. And healing has been coming through really heavy with me. Healing wounds. And as I was sitting here all weekend, because I've been going through a lot of things, and I noticed that for myself, when something is happening to me spiritually, it also happens to me physically. So the as within, so without, have y'all been seeing that? These are the signs and the symbols and the synchronicities that we should be looking out for, that we should be acknowledging, that we should be putting into our knapsack to help us navigate. We may still have those human moments where we get flustered, we get scared, we have anxiety, we feel pressure. But then if we go into our knapsack, because we are remembering the energy and the vibrations that are coming through. Ashe, Ashe. So that healing phase, it's very, baby, it's very intense. You ever have a scar or like a deep wound? Ashe, like a deep wound, and it takes time to heal. This could be from anything from a C-section to you cutting yourself and requiring stitches. Anything that was deep and it took time to heal. Do you remember the intensity of it, of the pain? Because it seems to go through phases, the pain. And, you're in so much pain, you'll just do anything. You want anything to just help it to stop. Then once the pain goes away, the healing process begins. And you have to nurture it, cater to it. You have to keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you're dressing it properly. You have to follow the rules and the restrictions that come along with this wound so you can heal, right? And as we are going through it, the better we start to feel, the more agitated that we become, that this phase is still going on, that we just can't wait for it to be over. Don't forget that we asked for, we prayed, we begged for that pain to stop. Remember? So the pain is stopped, and now this is the part where, we're in the thick of it, baby. Play Mary J. Blige, thick of it. We're in the thick of it. Ashe, Ashe. And you must allow it to go through what it needs to go through. You can't rush it. You can't force it. You can't pick at it. Ashe, you're just prolonging the healing process. Ayi bo. So in regards to the things that I've been experiencing with, the healing of actual wounds, once it really starts to be on the men, it got very itchy. And I know that if I scratched it, it was just going to itch even more. It was one of those, rabbit holes type of healing. Like as soon as you itch it, it's just going to, as soon as you scratch it, it's going to itch that much more. It's going to get intense. And then before you know it, you're just scratching. And then before you know it, you kind of relapsed, reset yourself to have to do this part all over again. So then it became, for me, mind over matter. And it got to a point where, I was walking around the house screaming because all I wanted to do was scratch it. When the tissues reconnect, those nerve endings, you know, and you're connected from head to toe and then back again, baby, over and over and over again. Ashe, ashe. When they really reconnect, it can be quite intense. That's how I feel about, you know, the rebirth. Once we come out of our cocoon or getting out of the cocoon, that's really intense. You know, you were like, I didn't even want to be here in the first place, and now I got to go through all this to get out. Now I just want to stay in here. But while you were in there, all you wanted to do was get out. Is that type energy. So this is to remind you of your willpower, Aries energy, Emperor energy. Your willpower. How are you using your fire? Ashe. Be mindful that you must still be patient with yourself, kind to yourself, understanding that healing takes time. Even when it looks as though that it's healed, it may be healed on the outside. Yay, you just have an extra protective barrier while the inside of that wound is doing what it needs to do. So just be patient, just be mindful, and just have a care. Ashe. And I say that because we have serpentine energy out here. If the snake does not shed its skin, it will die. So that transformative energy is necessary. The wounds and the pain and everything that you're going through is very necessary to help strengthen you. It's to help you remember this energy and this vibration, so when it comes across your path again, if it ever comes across your path again, you'll be ready. Ashe, ashe. And then on a low end, we have that snake energy. So like I said, there could be some energy that's coming through that is not going to be for your greatest and your highest good. We know that in the biblical sense, the serpentine energy was the one that was doing all the talking and persuading Adam and Eve to, well, really Eve and then Adam, to go ahead and eat of the forbidden fruit. And you already know right from wrong. You already know what the rules and the regulations are, or you should. And this is where that read that fine print, slow down. Ashe, even though, and this is air energy, and like I said, Papalegba rocks with Mercury, Gemini rocks with Mercury, Virgo rocks with Mercury. Ashe, ashe. So there could be some fast energy coming through, but you're very intelligent. You are smart. Ashe, ashe. During this transformative time, don't let people play you. Ashe, ashe. No, let's not do that. Ashe, ashe. So transition, transformations, real heavy. You could be right there on the mend. Don't give up. Don't reset. Don't relapse. Keep going. This is that hard part, but it's going to be so worth it, and it's going to be so beautiful on the end of it. Ashe, ashe. So yeah, healing wounds, and then healing wounds. Yeah, it can be very intense. Ashe, aligning yourself to your path, your purpose. Yeah, alignment period can be very intense. You know, anytime that we have any type of conjunction, there are never two of the same energies. A lot of times there are opposing energies. They want the same things. They have the same goals, and they say they have the same ideas maybe, but they have two totally different ways of going about getting it. I.e., boo. So it's all about remaining who you are as an individual, remaining who they are as an individual, but finding that common ground, finding that common thread, and building the foundation up off of that. So if people do not, if they do not possess the same frequency and energy that you have aligned yourself to, baby, ... Ashe, let's get one more. Aye, boo. And then here we have bag of feathers. So air energy is coming through real heavy. Again, Libra, Gemini, and or Aquarius. And this is a raccoon. So we have dragonfly, snake, and raccoon energy coming through. And this is exploration and discovery. Yeah, like I said, there's some information that's coming up. You're about to discover it. Just be patient. You don't have to sabotage nobody. You don't have to set anyone up. You don't have to seek out revenge. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way. You don't have to do anything, but make sure that you are ready to receive that information. Because we swear all we want is the truth, and all this air energy, you know, especially when we're getting into the courts, you know, when we get into the house of air, baby, we want the truth. We swear as though the people can't handle the truth, but are you ready? Because even though we want to know the truth, there's a part of us that's hoping and praying that we're wrong. There's a part of us that's hoping and praying that this person is the person. We're hoping and praying. But are you really ready for the answer? Prepare yourself, because that energy is definitely coming through. And then let's be clear, the raccoon does come across with that bandit energy, Ashe, that thief energy. Just rummaging through your stuff, going through your trash cans and everything, and then willing to put up a fight for something that doesn't even belong to them. Ashe. So there could be some energy of someone just coming through trying to take something that does not belong to them. Be prepared. Have your ducks in a row and read that fine print. Ashe. Go off the energies and the vibrations when it comes to the manner of love. Ashe. You've gone through too much to still fall for the okie doke. Ashe. Ashe. May no ill thought, words, curses, sexes, spells, negative energy, low vibration cross you, your auric, your field space, or your aortic field. Take what you need and leave the rest. Ashe. If anyone is trying to do any type of harm to us on any type of level, physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, energetically, spiritually, any of the leads come through my uncle. Call on your spirit tribe like I call on mine, baby. Ashe. Ashe. We want to send all bullshit back to send the 9 by 9 by 9. Come through. Ashe. Ashe. And if you are not having the life that you want to have, you want to change that shit. If you're not living or having the day that you want to have, you want to change that shit. Ashe. Ashe. This is a transformative type of time. Spring is upon us. That new year is almost here. Now is the time to start gearing up to actually put in the work. If you've been rocking with Amethyst Clothing, you're one of my warriors. We know that during the winter season, we do more of spiritual work. We get under the radar. We do our shadow work, our root work. We start preparing for the new year for us to really come out and really take charge and rocking with that spring Aries energy, moving on into that super hot fire charge energy of summer. Baby, Ashe. Ashe. Peace, 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 peace. Yes. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments down below. How have the transformative energies been for you? How has this last cycle, this last quarter, the winter energies been for you? Have you been seeing your signs and symbols and synchronicities? Do you know what I speak of when I'm saying that there could be some deceitful, some sketchy, some, thieving energy that is around you? Check your ego as well. Ashe. Has your rebirth been hard? Do you need someone to talk to about it? Ashe. Ashe. All right, just let me know.